Now, if you're a big fan of K-Pace guy, you probably remember when I purchased the OSD Audio Tubebass10 cylindrical subwoofer for my own personal needs. I purchased it because I have a 2-channel setup at my desk with the Fluence AI60s, and I wanted a subwoofer to help the bottom end. So I did a review a month or so ago, but I used music for my assessment. But when you guys are looking for a subwoofer, you're probably looking for it for home theater uses as well. So here's what we're doing today. I disconnected both of my SVS PB4000 subwoofers and I replaced it with one Tubebass10 subwoofer. So today I have Hacksaw Ridge behind me. There we go. I have Hacksaw Ridge fired up and ready to go. One of my favorite 4K Dolby Atmos demos to do on my system because it has such great effects in the Atmos range and has really deep thunderous bass throughout the whole movie. And then it's just a good movie in general. So I'm going to fire up Hacksaw Ridge and we're going to listen to the Tubebass10 together. I know you can't really hear much through a YouTube video, so stay tuned for the end of the video where I tell you what I heard and if I think it's worth it. Now, it's going to be sitting in the front of the room, and I'm using a Dynasty Pro audio transmitter, a wireless transmitter, to transmit that signal. That link will be in the description if you're interested in that. But without further ado, let's do a small snippet of Hacksaw Ridge in 4K Atmos, and then I'll tell you what I thought about it. I'll see you at the end of the review. Now, short disclaimer, I'm doing a lot of different projects for YouTube and for me personally, so you're going to see a lot of paint and a lot of wood and some stain and everything. It's a mess. So please forgive me. Don't roast me in the comment section. Let's watch the review.
Before we get him down.
You don't know that! Get him down! Huh? Huh?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Go. Okay. Go. It's all right, buddy. We're gonna get you home.
I figure if we can't see them, then they can't see us neither.
Guys, so that's a small little sample for what it is of the Tubebass10 cylindrical subwoofer. And man, I am more than impressed by this single tenant sub 400 watt maximum subwoofer. It filled this room, which is not a big room per se, but this 10-inch subwoofer, and I'm used to having two 13.5-inch subwoofers in here. This subwoofer filled this room with plenty of bass, just about halfway turned up. Sounds phenomenal. And why do I use the word phenomenal? Because of the clarity of bass. It was deep, it was present, it was articulate, it was punchy, it had a nice rumble to it, and it performed well above that small little size. I was very taken back by it. Now, this demo that you guys watched was also the first demo for me too, to keep the review authentic and honest. This was the first time that I heard it too. We heard it together. And it sounds phenomenal. Two of these things in a room of this size, yeah, you got yourself a great setup. If you are somebody looking for a small subwoofer, and I mean small, not gonna take up much space at all, this is a subwoofer for you. At the time I purchased it, I think it was $199 or something close to that. I'll have to check. I'll leave a link in the description to it so we can see what the price is now. I haven't checked since I bought it a month ago. But regardless of price tag, it well performs over what it's worth and of its size. The bass that I heard from this was reminiscent of a bigger subwoofer, but keeps the punchiness and accuracy of a smaller subwoofer. So imagine having a subwoofer this small in your room, something you can tuck away or hide away behind a couch or, you know, behind a piece of furniture and still get loud, thunderous bass. If you haven't seen the music review that I did of this, check that out too, because it's equally a performer in music as it was for movies. This thing could easily fill this room with bass with no problem. And it sounded so good. I wish you guys could hear what I hear. But the only way you can is to go buy one. So go get one if you're looking for one. Don't be deterred by the small 400 watt max amplifier. I think it's 150 watt RMS, something like that. It's not a terribly powerful speaker. It doesn't dig super low. And it's not expensive whatsoever. But don't let that deter you or fool you from what you're getting. You're getting an absolutely well-built subwoofer that sounds great, that doesn't take up but a couple inches of floor space. It's a steal in my personal opinion. And if I didn't have two SPS PB4000s, then I would probably have two Tubebass 10s in my room instead. This is a true performer right here, and you really can't go wrong. It really reminded me of the PB1000. It sounded a lot like that. It sounds better than the SB1000 because it digs deeper, because it's ported, but it sounded a lot like a PB1000. I think that would give it a run for its money. Now the PB1000 Pro that came out, maybe not so much that one because it has an app and, you know, it has a bigger driver, a 12-inch driver now, and it has a little bit more power. So maybe it's not a direct competitor to that one, but the old PB1000 that you guys are familiar with, I think that would rival it. And it's a lot less cheaper. The OSD audio one is a lot less cheaper. So I'm done rambling, guys. Fantastic product. OSD has no idea that I'm making this video today, so there is no bias. There's nothing persuading this video today. It's just my honest opinion, like I always have been in the past, guys. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what subs you have in your room, and do you love them, or is it time for an upgrade? Leave me that comment down below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you are not already. We will see you in the next video. Cape Bass Guy out. Peace.